So the woke mob is still butthurt, still upset at comedian Dave Chappelle for his latest Netflix comedy special, The Closer, because of his so-called transphobic hate speech remarks. The woke mob is not done with Dave Chappelle yet. They actually have a list of demands that they've released to Netflix, the employees of Netflix, particularly from that community that Dave Chappelle apparently offended by not agreeing with their own self-identification. And all the while, that community has proven Dave Chappelle's point. And I apologize for my brief break from YouTube. I was in Germany with my lady enjoying a vacation, and I did get sick. So there was that as well. I really did miss making videos. I love making content, and I can't wait to talk about this Dave Chappelle issue. And when I said that they have proven Dave Chappelle's point, they've proven his point because he said himself, if you hurt the feelings of people from that particular community, the LGBTQ community, if you hurt their feelings, that's a big problem. You can't say anything that hurts their feelings. All because Dave Chappelle doesn't think the way they say he's supposed to think. And just because his opinion is not in alignment with theirs, he has been mislabeled. They are infamous now for their mislabeling of everything. They have mislabeled him to be a person who is engaging in hate speech, a person who is a transphobe, when if you just analyze the comments that he made, how is he expressing hatred towards that group of people?
I am not saying that to say that trans women aren't women. I am just saying that those that they got, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not, but that's like beyond impossible. It tastes like, that's not quite what it is it? It's not blood, that's beet juice.
And I don't want to play too much of that stand-up special. You can check it out on Netflix for yourself. Very funny. And thank you to our sponsor, A-Game, the all-natural herbal male solution that promotes strength, energy, vitality, and libido. I take it on a regular basis myself and highly recommend it.
This is A-Game. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Enter discount code YOUNG10 at checkout to get 10% off your next order. Link in the description box below. What type of society are we cultivating when a comedian is being canceled for making a joke? And this is not the first time. Dave Chappelle has said himself that he's had people from that particular community get in his face, yelling at him, accusing him, mislabeling him as being a transphobe, just because he doesn't agree with how you self-identify. And when we think about the logic in that, anyone can self-identify as whatever they want to be. Anyone can do that. Why would you get upset for people not accepting your self-identification? You don't have to co-sign what I think about myself. That doesn't make any sense. Why are they so butthurt? Why are they in desperate need of some Charmin for a man simply explaining his viewpoint in the form of a joke? And he also makes self-deprecating jokes on a regular basis. He clowns black folks. So why are you getting so butthurt because he makes a joke about your community? Are we not allowed to joke about things now? And we even have employees of Netflix from that particular community threatening to stage a virtual walkout, which sounds really stupid. But they're trying to cancel this man simply because he has his own mind. This is the woke mob. And we gotta get into this list of demands. So take a look at a recent article from Newsweek about this particular situation. Removing Chappelle's special isn't on Netflix employees' list of demands ahead of walkout. So yes, they are staging a so-called virtual walkout. The employees of Netflix that were offended by that comedy special. Netflix's Trans Employee Resource Group, ERG, gave the company a list of demands ahead of its planned walkout on Wednesday, which was published by The Verge on Monday. So they're coming with a list of demands because they kind of got their feelings hurt by some jokes that they're trying to label as hate speech when it truly does not fit the definition of hate speech whatsoever. But the woke mob, they're always trying to expand the definitions of these words. So here we go again. Though the employees seek a larger role for transgender people at the company and more trans-positive content on the streaming service, removing Dave Chappelle's controversial stand-up special, The Closer, was not included on the list, but we will get to what they are demanding. So they come in with a list of demands. This is so laughable. As if Netflix, the company, owes them something. And I think these woke people, they don't understand how business works. They don't understand that these major companies, they actually don't care about any of these social issues because that has nothing to do with their bottom line. They're just trying to be on the best side to cause the least amount of problems for them and maximize profits, which there's nothing wrong with the business doing that. So they actually don't care about none of these extra agendas. So the woke mom, we want the company to adopt measures in the areas of content, investment, employee relations, and safety, and harm reduction, okay, all of which are necessary to avoid future instances of platforming transphobia and hate speech. Which he might actually believe some of what he said. Which, so what? He's entitled to have his own perspective, have his own thoughts. The list of demands comes after Friday's news that Netflix fired a leader of the trans ERG who helped organize the upcoming virtual walkout. There has been some dispute over why the employee who requested anonymity was terminated. Netflix has only said it was due to the leaking of confidential information, though some have said it was specifically due to metrics leaked to Bloomberg regarding Chappelle's specials, which include material many deemed to be transphobic on the streamer. I disagree with the article even saying that. In terms of investment, the group asked for the creation of a fund to specifically develop trans and non-binary talent. The ERG also stated it wanted Netflix to increase investments in trans and non-binary content that's comparable to our total investment in transphobic content. Wow. Including marketing and promotion. So they're just gonna label anything that does not say exactly what they want them to say as transphobic. The mislabeling continues. Additionally, they deem Netflix invests in multiple trans creators to make both scripted and unscripted programs across genres. This is a very small portion of the total population. Very small portion. So it doesn't make any sense to have a whole lot of non-binary content. It really don't make any sense. Not from a business perspective, not from a reason perspective. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what they are demanding. The demands list also sought to increase the ERG role in conversations around potentially harmful content and ensure we have the best in-class regional support on complicated intersectional diversity issues. In addition, Netflix must hire trans and non-binary content executives and recruit trans people, especially BIPOC, for leadership roles in the company. Okay, all because of some jokes that Chappelle made. Included on the list is the elimination of references, imagery, of transphobic titles or talent inside of the workplace, including but not limited to murals, posters, room names, swag. What are they talking about? The group never mentions Chappelle by name in its list of demands, nor did it request the removal of his work or any other titles from the streaming service. However, one item on the list is to add a disclaimer before transphobic titles that specifically flag transphobic language, misogyny, homophobia, hate speech, etc. as required. I have no idea what they are talking about as far as all of this content on Netflix that is just so apparently anti-woman, because it's saying misogyny, anti people from the LGBTQ community. They're not listing any examples in their demands that we can see. So I am curious what you guys think about this list of demands, this virtual walkout that's supposed to be happening tomorrow. I'm curious what you guys think about this whole thing. If you actually saw that Netflix special, how'd you like it? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, and blessings to you.